Sometimes we hear prophecies today. Here's a big one. Will President Trump get reelected in 2020? Well, let me ask you a question. Are you willing to do two things? Are you willing to vote? We are subject to a democracy. It doesn't matter what the prophets prophesy fully. You have to vote. Second, it depends. Are you going to leave God alone? And let the Antichrist, the party of the non-religious who murder babies, and think it's okay. And they don't care if churches open up. In fact, they've tried every angle they could to use a virus to do it. Because they don't have a revelation of spending time with God. Because those who spend time with God have a different perspective. And they can see contrary agendas that want to push God out of our society, push God out of our schools, push God out of the mindsets and the theologies of our schools and our universities. You know why I believe that President Trump will be elected? Because I believe there's enough smart people that aren't getting caught up in the foolish rhetoric that the enemy has tried to bite on, get you to bite on. I believe we have a friend of Jesus Christ and His church. We prophesied February 9th as they wrote about it falsely. And God said, because of this administration, and I say it again, you will find my mercy. You cannot tell me when a president stands up and says, we need more prayer in our churches. Prayer is a good thing. When a president a month ago calls a nation to pray to the Almighty God, not to a defeated entity, but to the very God that this nation was dedicated to, Jesus Christ, Yeshua. You invoke the blessing of God. You invoke the mercy of God. When a president on Friday says, it's time for the churches to open. Again, we're not reckless people. We're not uncompliant. We are not foolish people, presumptuous people. We are people of faith. We have invoked and brought forth now the mercy of God upon us. I'm not saying that there won't be any other cases or deaths. I'm simply saying something is about to shift to where we are going to see God's hand and God's power in a way that we have not seen before, that is going to outweigh what we have had to see over the last few months of this brand new decade.